Hello guys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Crash Team Racing Nitro Field 100%. In the last episode, we finished off all the CTR courses in Rain Rally mode. Now we are going on to the Crash Nitro Kart courses, starting with Inferno Island. Probably the easiest of the courses. It's so wide that you hardly have to do any brake drifts at all. It's a really easy track, that's for sure. So that means it'll be really fun to see how much we can get all the different rains, though it could be tricky because I may or may not oh jeez, stop coughing, have to do that. I may have to do that jump that is at the end of the turn, so it's hard to know. Okay, here we go. Oh, there is a small shortcut here, it looks like. So it's not really much of a shortcut. Well, thanks, Reigns. You showed me another shortcut. That's always really nice when that happens. Most of these races, we go so fast that it's hard to even tell what the full music is all about, because you go too fast for it half of the time. Shouldn't have said anything. Already missing the rain. Oh, I finally lost my speed. Gosh dang it. That's a big rip. Lost my reserves there, not good. Probably a side effect of missing those rains. And then suddenly that dies on me, and yeah, that'll happen after a while. Forget to jump. classic. That's a really good score, if not probably the most laps I've ever completed on one of these spots. So, yeah, that's probably one of the higher scores you can get for that. Keep in mind, you could survive longer, even longer, if you're perfect and keep your speed and do really good. But, again, I'm not looking for that. I'm just more interested in trying to go as fast as I can while still being really decent. Anyways, on to Jungle Boogie, the shortcut heavy track. Probably going to be really tricky to go on that one shortcut on the side. I'm calling it right now. Hardly any spots to drift either. So probably be an hour jumping the course. Jumping and moving is one of the fastest ways to turn in this game as a speed character. Okay, this is actually one of our worst tracks so far. Yeah, this is better. Knew it. Just short of completing that, but I got the 2K on that, which is probably as good as I'm gonna get. If I had not missed the lanes down below, it probably would have been better, but to be fair, it's hard to tell where they are, because most of the time you kind of have to guess where the veins are if you don't know the initial spot and that. Either that or look at that. And now, suddenly this is getting harder. Now we're on to Clockwork Wampa, one of the hardest tracks to do. Meaning there may be more brake drifts again. Though initially it probably won't seem like that, because we could probably just go around and it won't be that bad. But in terms of points, what do we even do? I don't know. Hopefully there's no rains on one of the other sides, otherwise it could get really annoying. That's for sure. Yeah. If it was not in the shortcut, it would not be a fun thing to do, actually. Okay, I'm gonna actually consider that a restart. Screw that. Missing a shortcut on turn 1 is not good, especially considering that I normally get that almost every time. As you can see, it's already starting really bad. In particular, I want to get this drift right here and then this one. So when I didn't get it, it was kind of confusing me. There we go. That's much better. Of course. That I can't really do anything about. That thing just trolled me. It had to be in my way, because why not? It's the one thing, by the way, I never hit, usually. It's a small time loss, whatever. I can make it up with some drifts. No. I knew it. I knew I was gonna trigger that at least once. It's not me unless I accidentally hit that exclamation point box at least once. There we go. We evaded it this time. Whoa! That... I just dropped a few frames there for a second. Scared the crap out of me. Ugh. Can't believe out of all things that Dingodile was the main thing, like at the very end, that messed me up on lap 1. It's too bad. This could have been a perfect run had it not been for that. Oh, and there it is again. The big random fail that I can't really keep up with because I'm too busy going super fast. Tend to fall as well. That I kind of expected. I did say I was gonna brake drifter on that turn potentially, but didn't think I'd actually need to. Well, that's a new fail. Too high this time. More than 8 laps would have been crazy, to be fair, but hey, at least we got to the point where we reached maximum speed on that, so that's a good one. That actually had some really good, that one had a really good beginning to it, so I will say that's a good score for me, that's for sure. Okay, this one, the only real problem is the train. Everything else is just in the shortcuts. Whenever there's an easy one like this, it'll be more about missing the reins than actually doing bad. So, of course, the first one. And yes, it's crucial to maintain your speed when there are no reins around. Yes, I know, game. You don't have to give me those tips, because we're doing Rain Rally right now. Why 2 sets of them? Oh, I guess it's just in case you too bad go this way. Knew it. With the cutscene as well. The way I was set up with that speed, I would have probably needed to brake drift in order to avoid that car. Let's go the fastest way, taking this to the left and to the right. And the train jump there. That was random. Losing all my speed there. There's the fall. Let's try that again. Nearly evaded that. Nearly got, just barely evaded that car there. That was good. And weekend bonus is activated again, because why not? Another weekend bonus starts. Weekend bonus kind of just activates out of nowhere. It isn't even the weekend yet, technically, but for this game, apparently it is. Whatever, I'll take it. Ugh, I can only imagine how crazy deep sea diving would be, because deep sea diving already has a really fast speed, so now it's gonna be like, what, like keep the ping for eternity? That's probably actually gonna be the hardest track right there, because I remember how I told you guys before that I usually get hit by something at least once. And this one could also be a decent challenge. Well, that was terrible. Screw that. I'm gonna try that again. That was not fun start. I wanna get an actual fun start. Thank goodness there's two set of reins there. That's a big skip I just noticed. Yet another shortcut I learned simply by taking a different route. Nice. Though we got a bump early on, we are still doing pretty well. These brake drifts have also been on point as well. I shouldn't have gone straight there. That could have been ended really badly. It's probably the best brake drift I could have done there. The only way it could have gone better is keeping my speed, but it's almost impossible to keep your speed in a track like this. Goodness, look at that one. It's gonna be up. Knew it. I'm glad the reins don't change, because if the reins would change, that it's gonna make it even harder than it already is. Nice. I actually kept my speed this time. See, if you didn't know that brake tech, you probably would just fall off when I do that jump right there. Gonna be lower. I'm doing that just to make sure I don't hit those lasers, because hitting those lasers would be terrible. And sure enough, I accidentally jumped that. That's how we're gonna be the end of this rain rally right here. Calling it. Really? After all of that, I missed the freaking shortcut? No, I disagree. I'm trying that again. There we go. That happened at least once. I didn't even know that shortcut existed, by the way, until I did Rain Rally, so that's a cool new discovery. I missed both of them because I went kind of mixed mill, but it is what it is. Lower. Once you go zippy by so fast, it's hard to remember where a lot of the ring locations are. There it is, guys, the 5K score. Could have been 6K actually with good timing, but still, that was a good score in my opinion. First time scoring over 500,000 points on that. Nice. That was a good one, and that was also a long one too. I think that took around 10 minutes to clear that one track. Good grief. Alright. I wonder how long deep sea diving will take now. It has a maximum speed pink at literally the start of the race, so it's gonna be very tough to... This is gonna actually be one of the toughest ones so far. I hardly know any drift boost to begin with, and one of the drift boosts I do sends me into 2 potential obstacles, so potentially could be unavoidable obstacles, but we'll see. And when I mean it actually does starts with the maximum speed for the very beginning. Like, see that? Sorry, that's too early. I need to restart. It's way too early, especially considering I also missed rains. I'd rather retry that. Man, that one's almost impossible to stay on the track with how fast you're going. I'm restarting again just because I don't care. I don't want to do bad on the first lap. I want to try and see if I can get at least one clean lap here. I'm just saying try. Not like it's necessarily going to be clean. Why is that one there? That's a really silly spot for it, to be fair. That's a fail again. Wow, so we're probably gonna reset this a bunch of times, I guess. That's what's gonna happen, eh? We need to not fail this, that's for sure. There we go. Fine. Okay, that's terrible again. Screw this. I need to drift, but I'm, of course, being an idiot and not drifting. If I knew how to drift, that would not be as terrible. Sheesh. 3 minutes gone down the drain now, just because of how bad we've been playing. Also had to lose our big speed there. You know what? I'm gonna consider that a restart as well. Screw that. It needs to be perfect, but that would take a lot of time. Ugh, people are probably gonna be screaming at it. Tim, you tried to do a bunch of stuff and you said you were gonna do this only in one try. Why are you resetting? Because I don't want to suck, that's all. No, get it? Okay. At least I was able to keep my speed there. Okay, I'm gonna have to drift here. So that spot is pretty much impossible to evade. Spikes, that first spike could have easily been avoided, but of course I'm an idiot and have to hit it. I knew this was gonna be a hard one, by the way, from the beginning. Called it. With all the high speeds, pretty much anything is gonna hit you, guaranteed. In case you're wondering, I on one of the failed attempts that we cut out on video, of course, because we did. That one's almost impossible to get. You need the top speed for that, but I'm not getting it, which is not the best. I evaded it. Out of all the obstacles in the game, that obstacle is almost one of the most impossible obstacles to evade it in the game. Seriously, anybody that gets a world record on this is not gonna have a 2 world record unless they get hit by at least one of those, because I swear, those are almost impossible to evade when you're going top speed and you're already trying to get all the reins, which is annoying enough. That one in particular, you need a very specific setup to evade, so it's pretty much a guaranteed hit there every single time. Yeah, you have to be a god at the game to evade that. If I see that the score for this is at 200,000, I'm gonna cry, because I probably failed it really badly. And it's gonna end there. Okay, well, it still worked, but man, get me out of frickin' deep sea dying. Honestly, screw that course. That course is impossible to do right. No one's gonna. Just know it. Maybe later we'll come back to that. That's one that I'm probably gonna maybe redo off screen, of course, to improve. Just for fun. Because honestly, man, that one's almost impossible to do correct. It's one where you may want to actually skip the reins later on just because of how terrible it is to go around them. You'll be better off trying to keep your speed than trying to get all the reins. Screw that one. Hopefully this one's much, much easier, because I need an easy track. Holy crap, I hate deep sea dying in that rain rally. Rain rally deep sea driving is probably the worst rain rally so far. This track in particular is probably gonna not be as hard. Ugh, didn't even jump there. Screw that, I'm gonna retry that one too. I can't have these fails anymore. Especially after deep sea diving, I'm gonna really try to tell you, at least get a decent time, man. Let's try not to suck this time, man. Yeah, you need all of your speed for that. That's gonna be another restart, man. Let's try not to suck at this again. And actually get the shortcut, please. In case you're wondering, yes, everyone's probably gonna be stupid at me, but I want a good rain attack, rain rally time, rather, so that I can actually not suck. Because then everyone would say that I suck at the game, but I didn't. Because if I were to have gotten 100% by this point... Okay, I'm gonna at least retry until I don't fall off there, because... But still, that's kind of a stupid, impossible way, like... It's almost impossible, it seems like, to get those reins without falling off, so I'm gonna keep on trying until I actually do it. Gingerbread Joyride's probably gonna be another hard one when I get to that. Hey, I made it this time! I'm not an idiot anymore. Okay, now I could consider taking this. Yeah, those rings are pretty much impossible to get. That's another one where we're gonna have to brake drift for that. And brake drifting in midair while trying to also take the shortcut at a decent time. Yeah, I don't want to even deal with that. So unfortunately, it looks like we have to skip those rings. Rings, just for the purposes of... Come on. I could do a better drift than that. Sorry, I'm not saying much. This is one of the harder modes to do in the game. Definitely something not for the faint of heart. I bet most beginners probably can't even get past the first lap in some of these tracks, let alone complete 10 laps in one race. Okay. Whatever that was really fun while it lasted. That's what I kind of mentioned by brake drifting. because of the way that works, I pretty much have to go under those things at the later lap in order to stand a chance of doing that. So technically an unavoidable thing, or rather it's a choice between I do that or I slow down like crazy. I'd rather at least try to beat the cycle, but it is what it is. Okay, well, I could still do that. Dodge, apparently. Whenever I go for the drift, it just messes me up. And yes, you can kind of see now why this is one of the hardest modes ever devised. Like, look at all this. How does a regular player even expect to keep up with all this? That was a good score though, so I'll take it. Took me several sets to get one good score, but hey, we take it now, finally. With that in mind, I may have to go for a shorter track that has a shorter lap time. Speaking of which, Tiny Temple's coming up next. Remember the Pink Infinite we did? Well, now we have to do that while doing Rains, which means it's probably going to be hard again. But this time around, I won't try resetting. Already wasted so much time trying to beat Oxide on this track to do stuff. Well, it was actually one of the easier ones. Just a little bit tricky, considering you had to keep Pink for the entire race with hardly any chance to lose it whatsoever. Which means the first lap is going to be incredibly slow, and then what is it going to even be? Okay. It is the right side. Thank goodness. I knew it was going to be here. I'm glad I memorized how to do that. And the pink begins. Already lost it. Don't need it for a good time though, so to be fair, it's alright. In fact, me going out of the way, my way for one of the wings is probably what messed me up there. Ugh, I hate having to pause this when my nose starts itching. My nose itching, that's one of the worst things that can happen during this. Come on, man. Just try. Can't you see I'm just trying to get a good run here? Okay, now I can't even keep Pink for the life of me. that was really good, actually, considering the stuff that happened here at the end. Once we got into the groove, we kept ping for a really long time, so that's good. And we do have enough time to do one more track. But we need to make sure that we don't reset in it this time, so they fail, it is what it is. Keep in mind, I will still end up resetting if I get a very bad score, though. In fact, I'll probably know to reset if it fails on, like, lap 3 or whatever, or what, because not getting past the first lap, yeah, that's kind of pathetic. I'd like to get past at least that, please and thank you. But yeah, this is one of the many modes where you can complete 10 laps at once, and it's definitely really fun and hard to do. Oh, this time we do need this shortcut. Okay. I thought of that at the last possible minute there. Not drifting there is a bad idea. Alright, that was definitely a harder one, but we got it done, nonetheless. Alright, since we don't really have much time to do another one, I think it's time to do another buying of the characters at the end. So let's see what we can get this time. We have a big bundle for one of the other characters and something else. Oh, this is for Coco. Oh, that actually is a really good one. I like that. Coco actually is one of the best looking characters in the game, so I don't mind. I'll unlock that. That's cute. And right after that, we have Yaya Panda as well. Too bad I don't have enough for that, but we'll unlock Koala-con, and that'll be it, I guess. Yeah, I definitely needed to get that. Kuko is already one of the cutest looking characters in the game, so doing that not there would be silly. Also, I completely forgot. When we do relic races, there's gonna be more to do, cause keep in mind, we have to get the platinum relics on all of these too, potentially, or I may go for it, so, ugh. I already had if I didn't already have problems going for that, ugh, that's not gonna be fun. See, that's the real fun of 100%. You get to see courses that you would never see anywhere else. It adds a whole nother level of fun to the mix all of a sudden. So yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this though. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.